What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We are back to the Welcome back, everybody. We're back to the regular, two angles, have a personal guest, all that. I know last week's episode was kind of all over the place. It really wasn't supposed to be like that. But here we are. Today we got a good friend of mine. We met probably a little bit over a year ago. He's a really cool guy. He works with two other of my buddies, and this trio inspires me when it comes to multiple form of art, and it's just crazy, man. Before we go ahead, and I just want to say, it's amazing having these people, especially really close friends, that love doing this shit. And today I'm honored to have Anthony with me, bro. How you been, man? What's up?
Man, I'm good, man. Just working, crazy things been happening this year, but
of course,
it's been all good, man.
Yeah, you ready for the end of the year?
Oh yeah.
We're ready. Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually shot not that long ago, but things didn't come out good.
Yeah.
So I feel like now, we're a little bit more prepared. We already know what we're gonna do, but we should knock it out of the park, man.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So let's start from the beginning, bro.
Okay.
Fucking Evil Wayz Entertainment. That wasn't a thing first.
Yeah.
Right? If it was first, you were on your own. You were doing music. How was that for you, man?
I was doing my own thing before I got with Legaci and Evil Wayz and the whole group. Shoot. I was actually making my own label. It was called? It was called TME, the Motivational Entertainment, and it was just me by myself. And I linked up with Legaci, and we started making a bunch of music together. And then we were like, man, like every time we get together on something, it's always a hit. Like we always, I feel like our best comes out when we work together and stuff like that. So kind of like at the same time, we both were like, we should, unite, I guess, like make one group. And so we stuck with Evil Wayz Entertainment. So I guess I joined them, and it's been a hell of a journey, man. Like, we still growing, and we've been growing. Like, I look back at things we did like 4 or 5 years ago, and it's like, man, nothing's the same. Like, everything's been changing for the better. It's just, yeah, I mean, those are like my brothers right there.
Would you say, because inspiration comes both ways, either both of you inspire each other, or you guys are like rivals in a way, and it brings out the best of you? How would you describe that dynamic with Brandon, Legaci?
Yeah. I would say like we kind of inspire each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's never really been kind of like a competition type thing, because it's like if we've said it since the beginning, like if he blows up first, we all gonna eat. If I blow up first, we all gonna eat. Like we all going together, no matter who goes first, we all going together. So I don't think it's really ever been like a rivalry type thing, like a kind of like competition type thing. It's kind of like if I see what he's doing, it's like, oh, that kind of inspires me to go harder on my shit. Or probably the same thing with him. Like if he hears something I'm working on, he's like, oh man, like I got to get back in the studio and start going crazy. So it's kind of like that. We kind of like hop ideas off each other and like inspire each other and stuff like that. Yeah, so that's really cool.
So when it comes to the early days of, making music and making all of that, what inspired you to be like, okay, I want to do this. I want to make music, you know?
Honestly, I really can't even explain it. It was like, I hear a lot of people say how they have, music was always in the family, or maybe some parents or older siblings or somebody was like into music, making music in some sort of way or something. For me, no. Like there's nobody in my family that had a musical background or anything like that. But music was always in the household, like always being played, all kinds of music. And probably when I hit maybe 14, 15, it was like, okay, but music kind of hits me in a different way. Like, I kind of see it like as a way to, express yourself, and also to like, tell a story out there that you want to be told, and people that something people can relate to and stuff like that. And I remember I was just on YouTube, and I think it was like a Drake type beat or something just popped up on my feed. And so I opened it up and I listened to it, and I just started freestyling, and then that's when I started writing, and I think that's when it started right there. But when I started doing it, it was like something I've never felt before, like kind of sparked like a passion in me or something like that, So yeah, it was just always there.
Click,
It was always there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
did you get that support from people? You know, because you know how art works, bro. It's
Yeah.
like if you're the first in the family, some people are kind of like,
Oh,
you know?
yeah. There was people, like, even outside of the family that were like, you know, oh, you know, who you trying to be, No Wayne or something like that, or like, you're like rapping, what you trying to rap for? Da, da, da. And, you know, and I guess as the years went by and they've seen the progress and they've seen, you know, how much I've grown and how much, you know, work we've been putting in, you know, then they come back and be like, oh shit, like, you got something, like, really surprising us every time, like, you know. So there wasn't really too much support in the beginning, but I had to kind of like grow that myself, you know.
Of course,
I didn't do it for the other people's support. I did it for myself, but I know that there's something there and that, you know, we growing and, you know, there's actually potential here.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Is there any form of how would I say? I wouldn't say hate. Is there anything like I told you so type of feeling towards it, or is more like of all love type? You know?
Yeah, it's all love, like, you know, because
constructive criticism.
Yeah, I always take all kind of feedback. I don't really get too much bad feedback. Really, never don't. But when I do, it's like, okay, what can I learn from that? You know, what can I build from that? What can I do better the next time? Or, you know, I always take criticism. It's like, you know, I don't want no yes men around me. It's like, tell me what you really think.
Yeah.
You know, I don't tell me if it's bad or if it's not, or, you know, yeah. Well, I'm always trying to build and always trying to learn something.
This is actually a sponsorship. So
Okay.
I want to say thank you to Los Muertos Chela Mix
Okay.
for sponsoring this. They have some really good ass candy, man.
Okay.
Like for you,
Yeah.
we got a little packet for you.
Oh shit.
So once you eat it,
Shit.
it's done for.
Oh shit. No, that's good as fuck though.
Pretty
Real
good.
shit.
It's all yours, man. You keep it. That's you.
Oh damn, appreciate that.
So yeah.
And that's what we talked about last time too. Is like we appreciate it, but we don't want yes men around us. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we want the honest truth. If it sucks, let me know.
Yeah.
Like we'll go back and
Exactly.
we'll work on it again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it can have that, not just so you can feel proud of it, but
Yeah.
so it can actually be something out there. You know, because you know, maybe you enjoy it. You know, and then this goes to everybody else. Maybe you enjoy the art that you just made.
Yeah.
But if it's art for you to, how would I say, you know, like you want to put yourself out there,
Yeah.
you got to make sure that art or whatever you did,
Mhm.
you know, it's well seen. You know,
people
people
feel the
fuck
same
with it,
way.
you know,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you know, it's nice. People say if you like it, then you do it. But
Yeah.
you got to understand, you know, if in this type of business, you know, in this type of entertainment, you have to validate other people's
Yeah.
opinions.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not you at this point.
Yeah.
You know, but there's different people, there's different perspectives. I feel like people learn off of that.
Yeah.
But recently you have been working on your own stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you have your own place.
Yeah.
You have a little built-in studio,
Yeah.
and you released your first song.
Yeah.
Not your first song, my bad. You released a song recently, all mixed by you, everything by you.
Yeah.
So how was that for? How was that?
My latest single, Only Way. I recorded it myself, mixed it, mastered it myself. It's been exciting, man. It's been nerve-wracking. I was really nervous to drop that single because I haven't worked on my own stuff in about 5 or 6 years. You know, during this whole time I was going to Baron Studios. Shout out to I Dream in Stereo on Instagram. My boy Jason, he's been engineering all my shit for the past 5 years or so. And so I kind of really got, you know, confident there. That's really where I kind of found my sound, and, you know, they really worked with me, and they were, you know, really supporting me on this journey. But yeah, I kind of started to feel like, well, you know, I've learned a lot. You know, I feel like maybe I can get into it myself again. So, you know, I built a studio in one of the guest rooms at my house. You know, put all my equipment there, you know, took everything out of the closet and made a recording booth. Trying to figure out how to, you know, mix everything myself and doing all that. So it's been really exciting. You know, it's like, you know, so if people like it, it's like, damn, like I did all this, like, you know, I made this song complete, and, you know, it feels different because it's like you did everything. But yeah, it's been exciting, and I think that's probably what we're going to be doing from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a different feeling because
Yeah.
whenever people say I fuck with it, it might feel different because you did that yourself,
You
like you
did.
said, you know.
Exactly.
And although you do appreciate everything that Baron Studios helps you out with, it just feels better. It feels different when you're your own person doing it.
Yeah, all love to them. I'm not saying I probably wouldn't go back. I would love to go back.
Yeah.
But just for right now, I think that's going to be probably better for me as an artist. And yeah, so hearing the feedback from, this latest record is like, it felt different. I haven't felt like that in a while because it's like, damn, like I did this myself, like it was all done by me. So it was like, if people really fuck with it, it's like a little bit more, I guess I built some more confidence after that. It's like, oh, okay, so now we really can do this shit at home. Like we really can do it ourselves. So yeah, we have a Evil Wayz studio now. It's going to be at my crib and yeah.
Oh, that's all I love, man. All dope. I love all the work you do. I love all the work Brandon does. I know Noah sticks around. He helps you guys out with mixing and all that. Yeah. It's just a really nice trio. It's like no one really leaves each other out.
Nah, not really at all.
You guys are super cool. I think stepping away from the music now, let's move forward. Not recently, about a year ago, I hit up Brandon about doing short films.
Yeah.
So then he agreed, and I said I would appreciate having you. I would appreciate having Noah, and I would appreciate having Anthony. Yeah. The whole Evil Wayz. I was like, fuck it, bring him in. We'll fucking do it. And we're actually in the first place we recorded at, and then they got scrapped because I didn't appreciate the story. No, I didn't like the story no more. I changed it up. Apparently I pitched the idea now to Noah and all them. And I think I told you, maybe I didn't.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah.
Apparently, like, this idea is way better. So, how do you feel about that, bro? Have you ever done any type of acting? Did you ever think, like, oh, I'm going to do acting. I'm going to do some shit like that?
It was never really in the thought for me.
Yeah.
But I love film. I love, acting, like, I guess, like, the art of acting. Watching actors like Denzel or Leonardo or people like in that type of I guess form of acting, it's like that kind of really inspired me. It's like, man, one day I would like to do that. So whenever Brandon came and told us about it, I was all for it. I was like, man, hell yeah, like this is actually something I've been wanting to do as well, like maybe one day in the future. Besides the music, I don't want to just do music. I want to do once this goes up, I want to be able to expand, my creative process into different.
It's like put it just different things in your belt. It's like if you want to take a break on music, which I don't see you doing anytime soon. But let's say for like a little bit, sure, whatever. And an acting opportunity comes by, you want to go ahead and do that. It's kind of the same thing with me. It's like doing a talk show, but. Photography school. I have a camera. Fuck it, let's do it. Or videography. Luckily I got in book with Brandon and other people. To work on their music videos. So I'm honored with that shit. It's like it's amazing, and I can't wait to work with you on that, bro.
Sir. That's gonna be cool.
We're writing on it. We're working on it. So hopefully, I would say probably like 2022. 2022 is when we're gonna first start. The whole thing.
Let's do it.
Go all the way out, man.
Yeah, and so then, I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, really excited.
Something different, so it's gonna be cool.
So I would say that's the first time we ever really met, and we built, all four of us built like a bond, and now we help each other out a lot. We have incoming projects that don't have to do with music or video. It's just other stuff that we'll still won't put out there. And then I would say fuck it, but I don't see it coming out anytime soon yet.
No, not yet. Whenever the time is right, and
of course. And then I guess the last question I want to ask you is live shows. So do you have any thought about doing a live show anytime soon? Would you like to do a live show anytime soon?
Of course. Oh my god, dude,
what's stopping you right now? What's going on?
Well, I know, like, for a lot of people, what stopped them was COVID.
Of course.
But after kind of seeing, like, people are kind of be able to contain it more, they're able to kind of get a grasp on it and, be more on safety and, I guess people's health, stuff like that, to be able to go to these shows and sport events and stuff like that without having that much of a fear of COVID.
Yeah.
So, starting with 2022, yeah, I'm really looking forward to start doing live shows again. And, you know, I've already been planning on something like that already. Yeah, man, I can't wait. Like, that's going to happen for sure.
Do you have anything to say to anybody out there, anybody trying to chase their dreams, anybody trying to do music, anybody trying to do anything you got to say to them?
Just stay true to yourself, you know, and don't let nobody tell you you can't do it, because probably those people tried it, but they couldn't do it, so they probably just put all their negativity on you. So just do you, you know, if it feels right to you, then, you know, go for it. If it doesn't work out, then it's like, at least you won't say, well, what if I didn't do it, or what if I, you know, as long as you did it, you tried for it, and, you know, just keep it going, keep growing, and, you know, and as far as for me and my music and what I'm working on and, you know, what we working on and stuff, just stay tuned. Got a lot of crazy things coming, and you're gonna be hearing about it a lot. So,
no, man, like I said, you know, I appreciate you for coming.
Nah,
you know,
of course, man, it was an honor. Thank you.
You, Brandon, Noah, huge inspiration, especially you, bro. You got shit. You got big shit. You know, you got bills. Yeah. You got everything. You know, you're basically an adult, bro.
Yeah,
and it's like you're still doing these things. That's an inspiration. You know, it's like it's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I just had a baby about 4 months ago. We moved into our own house. So that's when I was like, okay, well, we have all this space, you know, let me build the studio here. So, you know, doing that, and, you know, just because things happen in life, you know, blessings happen in life, you know, those big adult things, it doesn't mean that your life stops, or like, you know, you have to stop chasing your dreams or whatever whatever it is that you want to do. It's like, if you make the time for it and you really want to, you know, get that to start going, you got to work for it. You got to put the time in and, you know, sacrifice and stuff like that. Like, even now with my daughter, I'm in the studio till like 4 a.m, you know, so it's like, if you really want it, no matter what's going on in your life, you make it happen. Yeah. You're going to get it done if you really want it.
And you're going to have those people telling you, you know, sometimes it's like your parents or like really close people telling you, like, oh, once you have a kid, everything's going to be different. You can't have this. You can't have that. Yeah. You want that car, you're not going to get it. You want this shit, you're not going to get it. So it's like, I think you're the living proof of, if you want it, you're going to work for it.
You got to get it.
You got to get it. You got to work for it. So, like I said, man, I appreciate you for coming, you know, taking the time out of your day for coming.
No problem. Hell yeah.
That's Anthony, the real Antwano, at the real Antwano on Instagram. All his description's going to be on the link. So I appreciate you, man. Really, I mean it.
Of course.
So hopefully we can actually announce some of our future projects coming out soon.
Coming soon.
But that's really about it, man. So see you guys next week. We have Angelo. We have 808. So I appreciate you guys I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Next week we have Angelo. I know episodes are kind of hectic. Your episode was supposed to come out a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
But I think after this episode, everything's going to fall in schedule, so we're all good. Thank you for coming, bro. I hope you have a really nice day,
Same to you,
nice drive.
Oh, yeah.
And that's about it. Link in the description. All right, guys.
Let's get it.
Too much to feel, I never talk, I stay up on the road. I put the logo on chain, keep the shit insane. Whoa.